had the second question for Dr. Milind Pande, sir. We are talking about single faculty institutions that need to transform to multidisciplinary institutions. So institutional setups like IITs that are multi-educational research institutions, that is MERU, as stated in NEP, are the way ahead, is my personal opinion. So what are the challenges and how can we overcome such challenges is my question to Dr. Milind Pande, sir.
Thank you, and very good afternoon to every one of you. Let me tell you, the professional education becomes the integral part of the overall higher education system. The stand-alone institutions or the universities, which just now we spoke about the agriculture universities, legal universities, health science universities, technical universities, and all those standalone institutions in other fields, they should aim to become the multidisciplinary institutions offering holistic and multidisciplinary education. The professional or general education will aim to organically evolve into institutions and clusters offering both seamlessly and in an integrated manner in next few years, in next 10 to 30 years. So challenge is how they can become the multidisciplinary universities or multidisciplinary institutions. So I have certain views on this.
Yes, sir, please.
Let me tell you, the future will not be delivered to us, but made by us. Education and learning should equip all of us to play a part in that, unfolding the process of collaborative, creative exploration of the possibility. What I mean to say is, very categorically, when we speak about the knowledge, skills, and future of work, the complementary and mandatory part of every program from second year in every semester has to be mandatory if we would like to imbibe the skills. And integrating all skill-related courses into curriculum, we are always talking about the industry, academy interaction and partnership, but the newly defined courses, as per we are talking of education 4.0. So this technology-led education, now particularly after the pandemic, the newly defined courses should be duly recognized by all government regulatory bodies like UGC, ICT, and it will as endorsed by industry bodies. What I mean to say, the universities or institutions should be creator of new knowledge in which credentials should be best. So they should all be based on credentials. And most important from the regulator's perspective is that government can incentivize industries for participating in curriculum development, providing mentorship, training, certification, and all FDPs and FDPs. So that is where we can build up the ecosystem. Let me compliment Dr. Hrudesh Deshpande. See, the very own term university is referred as universalization of the mind, that is called university. And Swami Vivekananda also said the expansion of mind and expansion of the heart is the purpose of education. And that is at the core. You cannot, the industry specific manpower you cannot do. At large, we need to give them all type of education. Like in the current context, all the technologies are dominating. I termed it as A, B, C, D, A, R, AI. What is those? These are the 8 technologies dominating entire education, whether it may be a liberal arts, fine arts, engineering, medicine. So these are artificial intelligence, blockchain, C, cyber security, cloud, D, data sciences, drone, A, augmented reality, virtual reality, R, robotics, A, analytics, and I is IoT. So these are the technologies, whatever may be. So again, coming to the point, we cannot give them a specific rating. I remember Dr. Mangesh is here. He is also promoting what Dr. Girish has said. The small kind of a setup, the technology business incubator is a concept launched by the government, AI, Atal Incubation Center, AIC, AIM, so things. So those days gone when student used to take the admission on the basis of percentage, then what are those companies coming to the campus? And now the era started, how much startups are graduating from the university, and that will decide the brand, that will decide the ranking. So these startup incubators has to promote, the startup nursery has to come. I remember PM Modi also said the IT plus IT is equal to IT. The meaning is that the first IT is the information technology or innovation technology plus Indian talent is equal to India tomorrow. So this is what we need to give them. Universalization of mind is the basic of education.
Pande sir, I agree with your point. My only point is that I'm not asking to reduce any elective or any subject. Okay, core subjects also need to be taught. Then their electives also need to be taught. Only thing that they should be taught in light of some domain. Okay,
I agree.
Because what is happening is like I'm hiring a team for a agri-tech company just now, and I met with their president who was in Pune few days back. Okay, so I met him. He said that I'm really looking for people from agriculture domain who can be part of our L2 support. Okay, L2++ kind of support, so that they can talk to customers, they can solve technology problems, minor problems. They're not major problems, no code change or anything, but they want to fix few things for customers, and they should interact quite. Meaning it is not that expected that they should talk in that accent or anything, but their English should be fair. Okay, that much expectation that they have, and he's really worried that he's not getting such kind of people. So he said, why don't we design a course for agriculture students, agri-tech or BSc agri students, of basic technology. We can taught them basic technology for 6 to 8 weeks, so that I can hire them. I'm not saying that they will be job ready on day one. I still have to groom them for next 3 to 4 months, but at least they will of some quality. Okay, such things should be considered. That's the only point I want to carry.
Correct, sir. Yeah. Just complimenting to you, these innovation hackathons which are taking place. So that is there, sir. The ideas coming to the students, that is paper to product and mind to market. So even in agriculture, it's all the applied knowledge given to you. Are correct, sir. That can be through the elective subjects. But nowadays, the 360-degree knowledge system, the ecosystem, they are promoting this kind of a startups. Then mechanical engineering students is also contributing into the telecom, and the electronics engineering students also contributing into the agriculture. So that is happening, sir.
Right.
True. I agree.
And one more last point I want to make is like these projects. What is happening is like I graduated from PICT in 1991. Okay, now we are in 2022. Every year students come, final year students, they do some project and they go to some industry or something. Again, next year students come, they don't carry forward that work. Okay, or the work that has happened in 2000, which may be on non-cloud kind of platform. And now everything is moving to AWS, everything is moving to Amazon, Azure and things like that. So some group from students, they should take that work forward and they should convert that to a cloud solution. Okay, but there is no such repository. So colleges should create repository where those projects can be preserved, and from projects to products to solutions. So they should actually have, just like ebook library we have, e-product or e-project library we should have in every institute. That's what I think that is really important. Otherwise, the work is gone, lost, the efforts, man months, whatever. It is very, very expensive because so many man hours that students are putting, and at the end of the day, they just finish their course and they go away. So that should be preserved. Repositories should be created, and those libraries should be given to the next batch of students. Okay, that is another thing I think we should do, and that will help immensely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Digital India has taken care of it, sir. Shodhganga.com and so many things. You are correct. You are in line, sir. So I would like to compliment both the views, what Dr. Gankar said and what Dr. Girish said. See, this I is very, very important. You spoke about the quality education and whether international students can come. That was the question you asked.
Yeah.
So this solution is innovation, incubation, and invention. So that is why the NEP speaks about the NRF. The idea is that we need to make NRF functional as early as possible. And it should function in a decentralized way. The government and private institutions should be treated at par for any kind of funding. That is the basis, which is not happening right now. All the funds, they are going to the government. So they should treat it equally. And that is why the NRF, and that is why the policy of UGC now. So this research and innovation, and rightly said, the quality education, this can happen only with the hands-on training, with all the research projects, collaborative projects, the mindset to have the research and teaching oriented faculty. The incentives has to be given for the good research. And there has to be a flexible move between the teaching intensive and research intensive. These are all will pass on to the students for creating that quality framework. So this is what important. And to me also, the various collaborations between the technology institutions and individuals has to be promoted. So optimizing the resources through inter and intra-institutional collaborations to improve the accessibility, that is not only accessibility, but affordability also. So we spoke about the various edtech companies, the international collaborations, the industries are coming in. And best part is the panelists, my colleagues, they spoke about the internship into the industry, but the mandatory faculty development through the MOUs between industry and university with funding support from the institution or government and continuously introducing the innovative pedagogy, that is what something can contribute in defining the quality framework. So in one line, we live in a world in which the capacity to innovate will be more important than ever. Okay. And this NEP, sustained innovation, comes from creative communities of passionate and committed teacher. Capacity building of the teacher is the only key.